I'm Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we have a review of Universal Yums box. And if you're not familiar with Universal Yums, it is a monthly subscription snack box and it features a different country each month. We do get the smallest box, the Yum box. I believe it is around $16 a month, but there is a medium and a large size as well, which come with more snacks. So this month, let's see which country we get. We have got Scandinavia. So they usually will send you this card. There's a place on the back where you can vote on social media for your favorites and least favorite snacks. Oh, this is a fun one. They do come with stickers that we have not really used, but I love that one. We got Monk's the Scream.
Yes, we have a stack of these.
I can see you wanting to use that one though.
I like that one.
And they also come with a booklet. And the booklet gives you great information like trivia about the country. So if you have kids and they like to learn about the countries through food, this is a great way to do that. They have trivia. They've got usually a recipe. Of course, I say that now. I don't see a recipe. Oh yeah, here's one right here in the front. There's a recipe there that you can make. And of course, they give you information about each of the snacks, including a little history behind them, as well as if there are any allergens or anything like that. So I know Ross loves to be challenged by the trivia. Let's see. Which of the following are Swedish inventions? We have A, the zipper, B, oat milk, C, pacemaker, or D, computer mouse.
Pacemaker.
Pacemaker?
Yes.
I figure you being a computer guy, you might go for the computer mouse. Guess what? It's all of the above.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess all of those were invented in Sweden.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? They gave the world zippers, oat milk, pacemakers, and computer mice. I did not know that. So we will go ahead and unpack this box and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have things sorted out from savory to sweet. They typically will have just a couple savory items and the rest are sweet. So let's start out with, and I just opened up the guide and it says American Inspos, because when we saw this, we thought, American grilled potato chips. I thought that was kind of funny. It's like, oh, we can get American potato chips just about anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and open that.
Sure.
It says paprika and chili pepper potato chips. Now we don't usually get paprika flavor, so that's kind of interesting. Smoky and sweet chips from southern Denmark. So it says a lot of questions come up when you carefully examine these iconic Danish chips. First, why is there an American flag on the package? Second, why are the potatoes inside Lucky? Third, why is Sonderoso, where these chips are made, so prominent on the package? It's actually a quiet town of 3,000 in the middle of Denmark. Certainly not a hot spot. Rather than continue to contemplate the packaging, we suggest moving on to devouring. Seasoned with onion, tomato, paprika, and chili pepper, each pepper is deliciously easy to understand.
Okay.
Easy to understand. Okay. Sounds interesting. Sounds like it might be a little bit spicy. They smell good.
Yes.
And they're kind of like little small ridged potato chips.
Good.
They almost remind me a little bit of barbecue.
Yes.
But better, and barbecue is usually not my favorite. But I think a little extra makes it better. Some of the more chili, the spicier flavor.
Yeah, they're not overdone. In one of the other videos we did. This for British crisps. We're talking about how there was one that was like prawn.
Ketchup? Prawn cocktail.
Prawn cocktail or ketchup. And you looked at it, you couldn't tell if it was plain or what, whereas with the American barbecue chips, just covered with seasoning and coloring.
Another thing I think I've noticed about these, they don't seem that greasy. If we got a Lay's or Ruffles, which typically are the ones with the ridges, they'd usually be a little greasy. I mean, maybe I see a little bit in here, but definitely not as greasy as some of our American potato chips.
Agreed. Just get one more. Yeah, these aren't bad at all.
I like those. Next up, we have Kim's Corn Curl Snack. Go ahead and open that. So these are cheesy corn puffs with a secret savory mix of Danish spices. Cheese in Scandinavia can be deceiving. Take Finnish. Oh boy, here's another fun word. Leipäjuusto. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I apologize. It looks like regular cheese, but squeaks when bitten, hence its name Squeaky Cheese. I've never heard of this. You know I'm a big cheese person.
Yes.
Then there's Icelandic skyr. It looks like yogurt, but it's actually sour milk cheese. And let's not forget Norway's caramel flavored Geitost brown cheese. Now, actually, I think we tried that at the cheese shop. Remember that one that we had that was kind of sweet, and they wrapped it in, they put it in something, and it was very, very sweet. It was almost like a dessert. You don't remember? I remember it being kind of a brown color. You don't remember that?
I thought
it was one of the last ones we tried. That's when we had Finn there, and they were feeding him all the cheese. And he was in heaven.
Yeah, Finn had a lot of cheese samples that time.
I was afraid he was going to get sick.
We had so many cheese samples that day. Yeah, I honestly don't recall it, but
yeah, I remember that one because it's gosh, did they call it Chunky Monkey?
I do remember the one that he said it tastes like Chunky Monkey, where
he put something in it. I thought
small pieces of walnut.
Was that what he did? I can't remember.
I believe so. Yeah.
It was really good though. It was definitely different, not what you would expect from cheese. But I bet you anything it's that one.
Yeah.
Because I remember it being kind of funny brown color, not typically what you'd find in cheese, and then that caramel flavor.
That's good. Yeah.
It says it's actually made from whey. Okay. These cheese puffs follow the tradition of Nordic deception. You'll first get a hint of tang, followed by delightfully sweet aftertaste. Or will you? Sounds like a challenge.
Pretty festive looking packaging.
Yeah, they kind of have an odd flavor to them. They look like a Cheeto.
To me, it almost smells like dishwater.
Oh.
Did that ruin it for you?
I already thought they smelled a little odd. I see what they mean about the tang. Not bad. It reminds me a lot of cheese where it's like, oh, don't sniff it. It actually tastes better than it smells. But yeah, it does have a really odd scent to it. Yeah. It is just weird.
Does that not smell like dishwater?
Yeah.
But these taste pretty good.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these chips, these puffs, we could easily go through this watching TV on the couch.
Oh, yeah. Those will be gone in no time.
So, young lady, we have 4 remaining items. What would you like to try next?
We probably have a couple items here in the Yum bag. And this is interesting because I feel like the past 2 or 3 months they have not included the Yum bag. They've just had an extra item. These usually have just individual pieces of candy in them. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, go ahead and open that all. I'll get a little preview of what's in the bag. Ooh, these actually look good. I know sometimes we get kind of weird things in the bag, so you never know what to expect. So we get 1 each. First one we have, it says cola on it. It's a toffee.
And we love toffee. It
says wild strawberry toffee from Sweden's first fudge confectioner. It's like the start of summer. Okay, not really, but these toffees can make you feel like it. In Sweden, the beginning of summer is marked by a traditional festival called Midsummer. During this unique festivity, locals flock to the countryside to eat strawberries, wear flower crowns, and dance like frogs around an ivy-covered pole called the Midsummer Stång. Grab one of these wild strawberry toffees and start dancing, like a frog preferably. Well, I don't think we're going to do that, but we're going to try this strawberry toffee. Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of Halloween candy I had as a kid.
Yeah, it's definitely a bright pink.
Firm.
I feel like we've been getting a lot of different toffees with fruit flavors in them. Although some of them have been more like you have the toffee on the outside and the fruit flavorings in the middle. You're right, these are a little, I think, firmer and chewier than others we've had.
Yeah, definitely more chewy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird. It very much reminds me of like a Halloween candy I had when I was a kid. I don't think it was Brock's.
I was going to say these remind me a little bit of the Brock's that we used to get in the foil wrappers.
Mm-hmm.
We've mentioned those before. But they don't have as much of the toffee or caramel type flavor.
Right.
This one tastes a lot more strawberry-like to me.
Mm-hmm.
I only get a hint of the toffee.
So you like it?
But they're tasty, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And next up we have cocoa mud cake balls.
Oh.
This sounds really good.
Just the name alone.
Mississippi mud cake the Swedish way. One bite of these incredible truffles and you're going to be like, where can I get more? Of course, we can buy these in the Yum Shop. We've fallen victim to that a few times, and you know, we rebuy favorites or purchase other things that look good that we didn't get a chance to sample. But you can also make the original Swedish dessert that inspired the mud cake filling called Delectable. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. It's a classic in Sweden and one of the first things that Swedish children learned how to make because of its sweetness and simplicity. Check out the easy recipe on page 11. Well, there you go.
Yes.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of candies that look like this. Little chocolate balls with stuff inside.
Yeah. Mmm. Oh yeah. Really good.
Yeah, I like this one. They're usually always good. Now I feel like I get a little bit of coconut in this one.
Me too.
But you know, coconut is not my favorite. It's not bad though, because sometimes what gets me is the texture. And I'm not getting a lot of texture in this, just the flavor.
It has a slightly grainy.
A little bit grainy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
But otherwise nice. Very chocolatey. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I feel like every single one of these we've gotten wrapped. These little filled balls. They've always been good, no matter what country. At least so far. It's always been really tasty.
Not those Napoleon filled licorice. Salty licorice filled with concentrated green bean juice.
And what a great segue into our next candies. Because guess what? We've got some licorice.
Yay.
So next up, we have, it says soft candy stick. But in here it says mixed fruit licorice stick. Copenhagen's chewiest fondant-filled secret. You've already tried some of Denmark's most unique licorice. If not, go back to the beginning and try the Nougat and Licorice Milk Chocolate Bar. I think we have that one up next. But not all Danish licorice is salty. This fruity version hits all the right notes, chewy and tangy with a spritz of lemon. Chew on it as you take in the fact that Denmark has black licorice flavored ice cream, beer, and potato chips. Maybe one of those will be in your box next time we visit.
Okay.
I bet that really has you afraid for the next one we have out.
It does.
Not one, but two items with licorice. I'm thinking we survived the Napoleon. We can do anything now. Yeah, you can see that it's filled right there. It smells fruity.
Is that good or bad?
I'm not really getting any kind of licorice. It's more fruity. That's right. I was going to say it's kind of lemony. Yeah, but it does say a spritz of lemon. That center seems has a little tangy lemon, but still sweet.
Yeah, I like the lemon part.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of different, huh? And like the outside almost reminds me.
Fruit leather?
I was going to say a fruit roll-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah. So you're pleasantly surprised on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely different. I don't think I've had anything quite like that before, so that's fun.
I was just thinking that.
Fruit.
With all the candies we've tried, I don't think we ever had anything quite like that. It was like the fruit roll up, fruit leather, almost like a straw, with a cream filling, lemon flavored. Oh, it was interesting.
That was nice. Yeah. That was kind of fun. That's actually what we enjoy about these boxes, actually trying things that are very different from what we usually get. And sometimes they're really good to us and sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
So next up we have, I don't know, should we be offended by this? Yankee? Yankee Licorice Nougat and Licorice Milk Chocolate Bar. Tastes like Milky Way with a salty surprise. So this is going to be some of that salty licorice. Back in March, we were deciding what to put in this very box. Should we go for this caramelly, nougaty, salty, licoricey milk chocolate bar or just play it safe? We left it to a company vote. It was a close vote, but you can thank 17 Universal Yums employees for pushing this bar onto you. Uh-oh, this is sounding iffy here. Have we seen a lot of chocolate bars from around the world? Yes, probably about 10,000. Is this the most unique chocolate bar we've ever seen? Definitely. Chocolate with salty licorice inside. It's so uniquely Danish that you'll never find another combination like it again. Take a bite and enjoy the ride.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm game. I'm still up for trying other like Dutch licorice and stuff. Some of the other salty licorice.
I'm not.
Not the ones we had, but
Can we just cut it in half?
we could just cut off like a little piece. I don't know if we want to eat the whole half. The texture inside looks interesting. Looks like a candy bar. There's nothing in here that looks like licorice
Yet.
yet.
Looks
I
like
can smell it maybe a little bit.
Looks like a Three Musketeer bar.
I was just gonna say, yeah, just not quite as the filling's not quite as whipped, but it looks wise. It does look like a Three Musketeers.
I already smell the licorice. Of all the candies, I'm not wild about.
Yeah, that's really different. But not bad. See, it's nothing like that other candy we had. You can definitely taste the licorice. It is salty. But then you also have some of that sweet, the chocolate going on.
It's weird how the salty doesn't hit you at first. After you work on it for a bit, then you really taste the saltiness.
I have to admit, I kind of like it. I really like the texture. It's really nice, easy to chew. You know, because I love Three Musketeers as well, and definitely not as whipped, but a little bit of a similar experience to it. Very easy to chew, and then that little salty. It's got a little bit of licorice, a little bit of salty flavor to it. I think it's an interesting combination. How about you? I don't hear you saying, "Oh, this is horrible," like you sometimes do with licorice. But
I will say this is not as bad as I braced myself. Because as we had mentioned before, in a Halloween box, we had these Napoleon salty licorice candies, which I think I made it very clear my feelings on it.
yeah, that actually had some kind of a liquid. I forgot. I read up on what's in that liquid, and that was the part that we really didn't care for. Was that liquid? But these are nice. Definitely a lot. There was nothing really all that sweet about those. These actually do have some of the sweetness to it, and not an overwhelming licorice taste.
It's an interesting combination of flavors. It's like if you imagine a slightly firmer Three Musketeers bar with a slight licorice flavor, little tad of saltiness, but it's not overpowering. It's I actually like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, like you said, you like Good and Plenty's, and see just that the extra stuff where it's not just plain straight licorice. You have a little bit extra with it. Yeah, that's really good. That's probably the biggest surprise after reading that description.
Pleasantly surprised.
So our last item we have Karen Wolf oat cookies with cocoa filling. This one is also under the American Inspos section. It says Eastern Denmark's most decadent oat treat. Warning, this is not your average chocolate chip cookie. In this Danish version, bittersweet chocolate binds 2 crispy oat cookies together to make an extraordinary treat. It's only fitting for the equally extraordinary story of how this cookie came to be. In 1864, Karen Wolf was born in an impoverished village in Denmark. As a teen, she worked in a kitchen, learning how to be both a chef and a businesswoman. By age 26, she saved enough money to fulfill her dream of opening a bakery. Her products quickly won over Copenhagen's socialites. Her business exploded, and Karen Wolf became a household name in Denmark then, 125 years ago, and now. All right, so let's give these a try. Sounds interesting.
Yes. I know you're not a big oatmeal cookie fan.
No, but I mean, the way they made it sound kind of like a chocolate chip. That's why the thing about oatmeal cookies, you know, it's like they never have chocolate in them, and sometimes they come with raisins. They kind of look like chocolate chip cookies, and then you bite in and you realize, oh, it's oatmeal raisin.
See, that's where we differ. I don't mind little, raisins, a little something added, but you just do not like raisins in your oatmeal cookies.
Well, just the whole thing is being tricked, thinking it's chocolate. When you think it's chocolate chip and it's oatmeal raisin, that's what gets to me.
So it's fraud.
Yeah, it's the idea.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Do you want a split one or have a whole one?
I'm going to be bad and have a whole one.
Oh, I was trying to take them apart. That's right. There's like sandwich cookies.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking maybe the
Oh, you want a split one?
chocolate center will...
How you want to do it?
Up to you.
Oh, okay. Boop.
Not bad. They're very hard cookies. Reminds me like a lot of our store-bought cookies. Sometimes they're on the hard side.
Very dry.
Hard and dry. It does have the chocolate in there, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, the cookies are on the dry side, but they don't taste bad. Mm-hmm. And the chocolate is nice plus.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate really saves it. Mm-hmm. They almost remind me, especially when you see the brown on the outside, of kind of like an overcooked cookie.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really tasting a whole lot of oatmeal. Are you?
No, well, it just says oat cookies. It doesn't really say like oatmeal.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't look like one of our oatmeal cookies. So maybe it's just made with oats in it.
Mm.
Yeah, our oatmeal cookies tend to have, like cinnamon spices in them. And like you'll actually see the little whole oats in them.
Cinnamon, maybe nutmeg. I think those would actually go pretty good with coffee.
Yeah, no, these would be ones I think that might be good for dunking in coffee. Because that would make them a little softer to eat.
Okay, so we have tried everything in the box.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite savory and what was your favorite sweet?
I think I'm going to go with... Now I'm changing my mind. No, I think I'll go with these potato chips.
Those?
Yeah. The American grilled potato chips. Oh, those were nice.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
For me, I would say... Yeah, I would agree. I do like these.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
These corn snacks. They reminded me more of like the puffy Cheetos than more than actual corn.
Definitely.
These just really have a nice flavor to them.
Yeah. I like the spices on those too.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as the sweet, what was your favorite?
This is like a huge surprise to me when I saw it was inside. I think it's going to be this Yankee Bar, the one with the licorice in it. That was surprisingly good. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. Just the texture was good. And I'm one who likes licorice anyway. I wasn't too sure about licorice with chocolate and a candy bar. I'm not sure if I like that combination. The fact that I really haven't had much salty licorice besides that one experience we had with that trick in the Yum box. But this was 100 times better. How about you?
For me, I would say it was the...
Man, I almost forgot about the Yum bag.
For me, I'm going to go with the Cocoa Mud Cake Balls. I thought those were great. But I would say, if I had to pick a second choice, it would be that candy bar that had the licorice.
Yeah, that's a big surprise for you. And I had actually forgotten about the little the mud cake ball. But and those were really good too. But I still think I would pick the licorice
Really?
chocolate bar. Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's no saltiness at all to these. There was no saltiness at all to the cocoa mud cake balls. It was just 2 chocolatey flavors, whereas you had the salty, the sweet, with the...
And the hint of licorice.
And the licorice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, overall, I think this was a really tasty box. There was a lot of good snacks in this one.
Yes.
So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like food reaction, food tastings, food unboxings, subscribe to our channel because that's what we like to do. And hit that notification bell and then you'll be notified each time we upload a new video. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.